Hello? It's me. Oh wow, the controller wasn't working for a second. It's me, the guy. The guy that plays games on this channel. Are we really 62% complete? That would mean there's like 4 hours left. Or maybe less. Anyway. Is the game slightly loud? Let me just check for how like loud the game is. Test. Alright, testing. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Alright, testing. Hello, 1, 2, 3. I mean, that's fine. Right, the game's like... I want you to hear the music. I was looking at some old VODs. Particularly the old VOD for Cube 2. And my god, the old VOD for Cube 2, you can hardly even hear the game. It is incredibly low. Oh yeah! Alright, this is interesting. Probably only interesting to people who have actually played this game. But... Alright. It's a Metroidvania game, okay? You need to unlock the fire spell to light some of the sensors, the incense sensors, to get through some of the doors. You need to have the bomb to get through some of the broken walls, and you need to have the grappling hook to get through some of the areas with grappling hooks, right? Makes sense. That you need to go back to areas you've already been to. Here's where it gets really interesting. There's been these little, like, I'm trying to find one right now. There's been these little, like, silver plates on the ground. And we've never worked out what to do with them. So I googled it, right? Like, I felt like I have all the spells in the game. I have all but one of the weapons in the game. I have a sword I still don't have. If I'll Google it, I'll find out what it is. No harm in doing it at the end of the game. It's not like I'm spoiling anything, right? Well, it's a move you have at the beginning, and you do this. If you fall from elevation, you can press the light attack button, which is square on the PlayStation 4 and it's X on the Xbox, and you can slam. You can't jump in this game, so there's no jump slam, and the roll slam doesn't do enough damage to do it. But if you fall and slam into one of those sewer grates, you can actually go through it and get yourself some extra souls, get yourself some extra life gem things, the little buds. I had no idea. So I've played the entire game without those souls, without having like extra upgrades. And it's really funny that in the article that told me about it, it says I played through the entire game without realizing. Do I even remember how to play this game? I do. This is a secret area that we were told about by the squid guy. Yeah. The squid guy tells you about secret areas if you go and have a meal at his restaurant. And this is one he told me about. I think it's interesting though that I've managed to play this game pretty much, you know, no real issues. I think I died on a boss like 3 or 4 times. And I could have had all these extra upgrades. Probably had like strength earlier, haste earlier, things like that. Anyway, what am I even doing right now? I'm trying to look for some of those sewer grates that I was talking about. Like, I'm trying to look for some of them. I know there was a lot in dungeons. And I know there was some on the overworld. Maybe there wasn't too many on the overworld so that you don't get OP too early. Like, I think it would be pretty easy to get overpowered if you're able to, like, slam into a bunch of them just out the gate. I'm not even seeing any. I'll give it, like, 2 more minutes. Oh, actually. That's it. This is one of them. This is one. Alright. Use your head here. Alright. Up here. Grapple hook along 3 times, and it looks like there's 2 sewer grates. Because sometimes they do come in pairs, I actually thought for a while that they were teleporters. Yep, there you go. We've never seen this before. Yep, they are teleporters. Kinda. Do I have to slam on that again, or can I just go through? Maybe that just signals that it's been opened already. Crazy, right? Like, this is actually... For this to have been in the game all along and me not to have seen it, not particularly that one, because I would have needed the slam attack to get there. But for it to have been a feature in the game and me just not to have known about it. Oh yeah, I didn't even finish my sentence. Right, the article that I read to find this out said that he played through 3/4 of the game as well and didn't know. Flat out just didn't know for 3/4 of the game. He did one on accident, and upon like doing it, he was like, oh. Like, oh fuck. This is a thing that I've been missing the entire game. Another astounding victory. I'm impressed by your courage and vigor, fledgling. Once again, I reiterate, I've been stuck here for such a long time and accomplished so little in comparison to you. You've given this old crow hope for the first time in many, many years. I'm gonna sneeze. Beautiful. Just one more giant soul and we can open the door. Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. We know where that is. It's where the group of crows that left the commission, where they fled to. Where's the other thing? Do you go in the grave? I'm thinking, how do you get over to that one on the right? You know that little sewer grate? I'll lay on a second to show you. This one here. How do you get in that one? It's like there's nothing else near. Oh. A whole feature in the game just completely ignored by me. I guess it depends as well. How many more of these do I want to go and get? I have enough for an upgrade now. Do I need to get any more? The game definitely has a lot of like secrets that I haven't gotten yet. There's a bunch of shiny things I haven't gotten. There's a sword I haven't gotten. And I'm pretty tempted to actually Google how to get the sword. It's a blue sword, I think. Oh wow, was that just like a little thing that I missed? Cool. I think it's this way. Also, that tower. That tower has a puzzle to it. It says there's another tower similar to this. You have to find it. Find my twin, unlock its power or something like that. It's probably 100 souls. But I've never done it yet, so... Pretty sure it was through here, right? This is the, hold on. Nothing here? Through here and then up the mountain, you can see the blue sword. That as well. Like, what is this? How do you open that? Oh, maybe it's this. Alright, it's worth coming back like this. It's worth coming back. And this is how you return back over, yeah. Well, that answers that question. This might be an upgrade for the hook shop. Give me 1 second. Alright, let's do it. Oh no! I'm blowing my nose! Is he just a... I think he's just something to fight. Yeah. I don't need to do anything special, I just fight him. Fuck. Yeah, that's just the thing you avoid. Wow, he's big mad now. Nice. Silent Servant has been vanquished, and their soul power has been added to yours. Your hookshot spell now does a powerful slash if you use your sword while being pulled towards a target. Does my hookshot pull me towards targets in combat? Because I didn't even know that. I've never done that before. It has a powerful slash as well, which is probably more than, you know, a 2-hit combo. Hey. Even more secret. Oh my lord. Don't pull yourself towards Smog. Smog from Dark Souls. That's a tip. I mean, it looks like it's doing some damage. Yeah, like he's getting red very quickly. Would I use it though? No, because there isn't enough invulnerability frames with it. Like, yeah, there just isn't enough invulnerability. Teddy bear, cool. An ink-covered teddy bear. This might be the squid's teddy bear. Ink-covered teddy bear. This plush bear was probably quite cute when it was first made, but in its current state, it's a sorry, bedraggled sight. Covered in ink stains and small circular blotches, it nevertheless appears well loved. 100% that is the teddy bear of the squid dude. Wonder if there's like a secret dialogue for presenting it to him. With some strange customers, you wouldn't believe it. One guy has a pot for a head. Have you ever seen something so unusual? Nice guy though, loves my fish head soup. try his meal. Delicious meal coming right up. He's gonna make it with his human hands. Throw the chopsticks away. Yep. Okay. Behind the powerful witch's house lies a secret accessible from the west side. To find it, you must look for openings in the hedge. You look like a sprightly young biped, so you could get down in the sewer, right? I heard there's a secret for a sewer pipe in the overgrown ruins. There's a sewer not far from here that might lead to treasure. Although, if there's no treasure in there, don't blame me. It is a sewer after all. Yep, he just tells you, like, I think he tells you three random secret items. I don't think he tells you ones you've already got. I think he has like a list and he, you know, he doesn't repeat himself. There's the extra thing. Holy shit. I guess I get there through... Oh, I could get there now. I thought it was in the mountains where the extra sword was. I was literally about to Google it. Can I just get in? There are weaknesses in the walls that the eye can't see. Beneath a wooden walkway, a secret waits for thee. Shit. Is this it? Kill this guy. Oh, no we don't. Hello? I think he killed the two other guys. I wasn't even looking. I was too busy like looking at him. Nice. I'm not gonna get the other health upgrade though. Yeah, that's 2 out of 4. I don't think I'm gonna explore enough to get another 2. At least I don't think so. Is that not it? There are weaknesses in the walls that the eye can't see. Beneath a wooden walkway, a secret waits for thee. Weaknesses in the walls. Wooden walkway. Weaknesses in the walls. The only thing I could think is that maybe like we break open that wall. Weaknesses in the walls. It's gonna be the bomb. What about in the reflection? The reflections led us to stuff before. I'm not seeing anything in particular. Beneath a wooden walkway. So in the reflection of this, is there anything? What color is the sword? Purple, right? I feel like looking this up. I don't think I'm gonna work it out on my own. Weaknesses in the walls. Well, there's a charge crystal here, which gives you just enough for a bomb. Is it here? Okay, it's not that. I think I'm gonna Google it. Weaknesses in the walls. Here? Nah. Beneath a wooden walk. This? Hold on, hold on. That's looking promising. This looks so promising. It looks like, you know, wooden walkway. Weaknesses in the walls. Beneath a wooden walkway. I think we're getting too far away from the sword by being up here. Doesn't this look like it's framing this wall, though? These two pillars looked like they were framing the wall in such a way. Where a giant's face stares, a secret wall waits for thee. Okay, okay. I really thought it was going to be this one. Now we know roughly what we're looking for, right? So that's good. Where a giant's face stares. If there's only 2 locks, if there's only 2, then the other one would be where we just got the upgrade. If I work this out on my own, I'm actually going to be really proud of myself. Because I'm bad at these type of things. Like, scavenger hunt cryptic puzzles? Nah. I like to have all the pieces of the puzzle and then, like, work it out. I'm not good at stuff like this. Here? Where a giant's face stares? Yeah. It's definitely the bomb you use. Where a giant's face stares. He's staring off into the distance. He's not staring like, you know. I'm gonna give it another 5 minutes. He's a giant. His face is looking this way. Oh. There are weaknesses in the walls eyes can't see. Beneath a gargoyle, a secret waits for thee. A gargoyle? Gargoyle. Wasn't there one weird gargoyle here that was like in the middle of nowhere? Yeah, this one. It literally like looked like it was misplaced when we found this earlier. We exist to serve those who oppose the Lord of Doors. Oh yeah, shit. We didn't know what to do with that last time. Wow. Those who oppose the Lord of Doors. exist to serve those who oppose the Lord of Doors. Have I already unlocked it? Maybe I've already unlocked it. Is there anything here? This was the way forward up into the mountains. So I kind of doubt it's here. Yeah. Like, look at all the rest of them have been, like, inside built walls, actually. Right? Yeah, I don't know where the fourth one would be. We exist to serve those who oppose the... Yeah. So who exists to serve those who oppose the Lord of Doors? Who exists for that purpose? Is it a riddle? Is it a puzzle? Is it just here? No. I would say that it's the crows, right? But there's no crow around here. Like, no crow statue or, like, anything. Opposing the Lord of Doors? Like, opposite the Lord of Doors? That's the one beneath the gargoyle that we just saw, right? We exist to serve those who oppose the Lord of Doors. I'm googling it. Yep. How to find the secret greatsword. Polygon article. Oh, I've actually tried to hit the place. Yeah. I have tried to hit it and it didn't work. I guess we didn't hit it quite close enough. Which is interesting because that was like the first place I tried. So, remember it said underneath a wooden walkway? And I tried underneath this one. It's underneath here. I think I tried this and I tried over here, right? Yeah. And then where does this one lead? Behind the twin columns, the secret waits for thee. Yeah. So this was meant to be the first one you do, and then the twin columns that I got on accident. Yeah. Anyway, greatsword. That was pretty cool. This was clearly wielded by a very imposing figure once upon a time. You can equip it in the weapons menu. Alright, I am gonna try and guess. If this is 1 times damage and this is 1 times 2, I'm gonna say this is 1.5. You are kidding me. Oh, it's bigger range. An oversized Reaper's sword, which weighs twice as much as a standard issue blade and thus deals more damage at the expense of agility. The previous owner of this must have been very large. How is Bird? I solved 3/4 of this puzzle on my own, went on Google, checked how to do the 4th part of the puzzle, and I'd already tried it, but it didn't work, so it's good. How long have I been playing? Half an hour? I've literally just done half an hour of running around in previous areas, picking up souls, and then we got this cool new sword. Oh my god, the range is massive. Oh shit! Frosting dashy dash. Slam is still the same. That range. I wonder if the dash attack is different for the grapple dash. Oh! Oh, it is. I would say that that's bigger. Yeah, I would say that's a bigger grapple dash as well. Oh no, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. Pretty cool though. Alright, what am I even doing? Playing the game. Let's play the actual game. Up here is a door that leads me into a mountain. No, not this way. And through that mountain is where the third boss is, the third boss area. Typically though, bosses have had 2 areas building up to them, so there's probably another like 3 hours of the game to play before we're finished. Do I really want to use this? 1.25 times damage. A quarter more damage, right? But it only has 2 attacks instead of 3. And those 2 attacks... I think you can get 2 of these hits in around the same time as you can get 2 in with the big sword. Like, I feel like the Reaper's greatsword, if there was like a window to hit that you could get 2 standard attacks, you could probably get in 2 of these. 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. This is a lot slower actually. I don't think you could. I think you gotta choose between, do you want 2 standard attacks, which would be 2 times damage, or do you want 1.25 times damage and have extra dodge time? Like if you hit with this and then dodge, it's quicker than hitting twice with a small sword then dodging. Also, I just realized that that's not a... Maybe this is the good way to go. Is it? I'm looking for a big door to get back to the commission. Oh, there's one right there. Wow. Actually, no. There's some extra stuff. Dude, it is so fucking hot, by the way. Holy shit. Downstairs in my house is 22.5. And my room, I would have to say, is probably a couple of degrees hotter. It's probably 24 in my room. Maybe 25. Ridiculously hot out of nowhere today. It's meant to be a heat wave for the north of England, but I'm like way above the north of England. I'm in the central belt of Scotland, so... Yep, there we go. 100 souls, and I think that's it. I don't think there's any other secrets. Yeah, that's it. Let's just go back to the commission and then find the teleporter to the end level. It's interesting that the weapons haven't... I don't know. I guess it is different playstyles, but the weapons... It feels like the sword is balanced to fight the enemies that you fight in this game, and that any other weapon has a disadvantage. Hey, look, a teddy bear. No. What are we upgrading? We can almost afford Dex plus magic. I guess we go more haste. Raising this will give the Reaper a greater base speed, faster dodges, and less cooldown time between dodges. Dex is quicker attacks. Maybe with faster Dex I can get into the heavy attacks. I don't know. Reaper's ability to wield melee weapons. Raising this increases the damage as well as their reach. It sucks that we don't have numbers to tell us, like, you know, this could be 10%. This could be 10% of your base. Could be 15. Could be 25. I have no idea. I probably should have taken the base sword and measured how many hits it takes to defeat a, like, big respawning enemy. Like those guys with the backpacks. Probably could work it out. Probably could work out with, like, very little math, actually. Strength. Yeah. If you kill things faster, the fight lasts less time, right? Like, logic. If you hit something harder and the fight ends quicker, then that's brain power right there, right? Ceramic Manor, yeah. It's not here. We have to go bottom left. We're looking for, like, Mountain Pass Cave or something like that. I'm probably gonna end up using the red sword. Camp of the Free Crows, Castle Lockstone. Yeah, Camp of the Free Crows. You know what I haven't said yet? I should give big thanks. Give big thanks that my PC hasn't fucking exploded. You know? I expected to have weeks and weeks of back and forward where I couldn't stream. Because I expected this CPU upgrade to go wrong. And that I'd have to buy another motherboard. Like, I fully expected it. So to be able to stream, like, the day after upgrading is, like, it's a big deal. I have terrible luck with everything. Frozen Canyon? I think we've been here. No, we haven't. I really can't believe that it actually worked that well. When I first built this PC 5 years ago, my motherboard didn't support the, Oh. Hold that thought. Is this where the guy that makes the signposts live? This way to the Beast Lair via the old watchtowers, okay. Phew, it's quite a steep climb getting up here. My pipes are still wheezing. You must be pleased as punch though, huh? I mean, a secret crow society up here in the mountains, who knew? And they have so many great stories about their lives up here, especially about the beast atop the mountain. Yeah, I am getting so much inspiration on our adventure. I think my next song might be the greatest I've ever written. And I've written more than 5. Wow, 5 whole songs? You're practically Ed Sheeran. Once you're ready to hunt down the mountain beast, I'll be right behind you, well, at a safe distance. Yeah, so when I first built this PC, my motherboard doesn't have a graphics output or something like that. Or my processor doesn't support a graphics output. So it doesn't work without a graphics card plugged in, right? Which was hurdle 1, so you needed the graphics card plugged in to, like, test the CPU. Not a big deal, right? Like, not a big deal, you're gonna put the graphics card in anyway. And then the other thing was, I needed to flash the BIOS without a CPU. I needed to boot the board without a CPU and get it to flash the BIOS and, like, wait for motherboard lights to light up. It was an ordeal, and it took me, I think, 6 hours. I had to download the BIOS onto, like, multiple flash drives. For some reason, some of the flash drives just didn't work. And then flash the BIOS before I could boot the CPU. It was not fun. Hey, wait, can you not slide off the edge? Hey, look! Oh! I just got baited. You can slide off the edge. I was just really lucky the first 2 times where I slowed down enough that I didn't fall. Oh my god. The first 2 times, I didn't fall off the edge at all, and I was like, okay. Okay, buddy. Oh. Oh. Oh, fuck! Go, 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 go! Oh, you fucking piece of shit. I hate the ice levels. Why is the ice level always in games? Just take it out. Put it in, like, another level. Oh my god. It's almost like you have to be running and then use that momentum to get to here before... Oh my god! So anyway, building this PC 5 years ago was not the smoothest. I don't know why the motherboard didn't just like ship with a BIOS that worked with all the processors that were available at the time. But for some reason, my motherboard was available to purchase, but you just couldn't purchase the Huh? Wait, do I have to do both? Alright, cool. We did it. I have 1 health, by the way. If I fucking die here, then GG. Oh fuck, I didn't hit that other one. Can I tag this from here? Hey. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait. Aww. I did them in the wrong order. I did 1 3 2 instead of 1 2 3. But I could have ran. Okay. If I run like this, I made the timings too close. I'll tell you this, right? You know in OBS how you have the quality of your CPU encoding and you can choose like it's very fast, slow, slowest and slower, and then the slower encoding is like a more precise algorithm. So 3000 bitrate looks different at all levels of encoding. I could actually turn the encoding up now with this new processor. I didn't even think about doing that. So instead of using very fast encoding, I could now be using fast. And then my 3000 kilobits per second would look like more than 3000 kilobits per second. You know? Not all 3000 kilobits are equal. When Sandy tried to encode on his GPU, on his AMD, like, I think what does he have? Like a 69,000 XT? He has like one of those fucking 800-pound graphics cards, right? Not in weight, in terms of like value. Sandy's graphics card, when it was GPU encoding, didn't look as good as when it was CPU encoding. Ah, you gotta... Okay. Okay. You gotta do the thing. So yeah, my point being that 3000 kilobits per second doesn't just mean it looks like 3000 kilobits per second. There are multiple looks depending on what you choose. Yeah, they're the same for the end user to download, right? Like it's still 720p, it's still 60 FPS, and it's still 3000 kilobits per second. But the difference is the blocks and the way the blocks are arranged to give like a good image. Nvidia's NVENC is similar to... I think it's similar to normal. It's similar to like the middle CPU encoding speed. Wait, this was a bonus area? Oh my god. I thought this was like the main area. No wonder it was difficult. It's a bonus. I need 1 more bonus area to get a life crystal. You know what? Fuck it. We're not gonna fight the end boss. We're gonna go get another life crystal. If I just spent all that time getting 1, I'm gonna go get another. Where was the other one? There's a sewer in the forest or some shit, right? Do you like how mad I get at myself? I'm mad at myself right now for like wasting time on that. And now I'm like, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna waste even more time. Fuck you. I believe it's Overgrown Ruins. Yeah, Overgrown Ruins, there's a couple of these we haven't gotten yet. Yep. You don't have enough time to kill one of those big plants in 2 hits. Yep. I think I'm gonna go back to the default sword. So hot in here, dude. Oh my god. It's like there's no draft. It's like the air just sits around your face. But yeah, I should experiment with, I don't even know how I would really even test it. I guess I'd have to... I guess I could local record in different bit rates. Or not different bit rates, local record the same thing with different encoding levels and then watch them back and see if there's a difference and write down, like, you know, the difference in how much performance they take. Right now, streaming this game is taking 8% CPU. Instead of like the normal 14, 8%. 8% of my processor is dedicated to encoding this. Because it's such an easy game to encode and the PC isn't doing anything else. OBS is only like taking in one signal. It said a sewer in the overgrown forest is where I need to go. That's not a sewer entrance there. That is an entrance to what's called the underground fortress, which is not where I want to go. Maybe it's out here. And then more to the left. Hey, 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 hey! It is, it is, it is. Yeah. We didn't have access to this tool before, so we couldn't have done this before, but now we can. There you go. What does that help me do? Hold on. What does that help me do? Anything? What did that even do? Oh, now I can walk over here. Okay, okay, okay. I got it. Ow. Yeah, so what the fastest encoding looks like is it actually makes things look more pixelated. As like the block sizes for the compression algorithm are bigger. So it can make 1080p literally look like 500p, and I'm not exaggerating. Like, it gets that bad that you can see these big boxes on your screen. Oh! Oh! What the fuck? I'm a big guy. I dodged that so well. Ow. Yeah, like the cubes that it starts to encode in when you tell it to encode quickly, massive. Literally like Minecraft, and I'm not exaggerating. It is really bad. It's a lot of P. Oh, I gotta do this puzzle again. Alright. Oh shit! If you charge up with a sword, you have to let it fully charge. You can't just release it anytime. You can still hold it for longer, but there's like a lower limit on how long it needs to charge for. Look! If I just tap the key, it charges it. That is different. Oh shit. Remember these guys? I remember. Ow. Has he hit me yet? No, right? Ooh, that range. Ow. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Alright. There you go. If in doubt, just fucking spam him with arrows. Don't tell me that's it. The reward was only 100 souls? No. No, no, no. There's something else. There's gotta be some... This puts me at 3 out of 4 for health gems. I think 2 out of 2. Yeah, we're not getting another health increase. We're not getting one. I think there's 2 more of those shrines in the game, and the game only tells you where they are based on like cryptic clues. Yeah, I wonder what this is. Are you seeing this? I wonder what this is. I would assume you drain the water somehow, right? Like the water gets drained. Is there anything else I can do over here? Maybe stop the water coming out of there? Hold on. Fuck. There you go. There's nothing for this to break. Like, there's no breakable walls. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I wonder what that is. There's another one of those water things here. I have no idea. Sometimes the reflection in the water is different from the real world, and that gives you a secret. But I'm not seeing it. Yeah, there's no difference. I think that is just the way it is. What would it even be? Because those chests normally have another weapon in them. And I already have all 4 weapons. It would have to be like an increased thing for the bow or the flame. Kinda like how I got the increased bombaroo. Do I Google it? Might be something to do with this key I have. I've had this key for a while, and I don't know where it goes. No Google allowed. I'm gonna try looking for myself, and then I'll Google it if I can't work it out. Oh. Hold up. Some of these walls look like they're gonna break and then they don't. Like that wall looks like it would break because it's grey, it doesn't have moss on it. Whoa, you are strong like mother. Thank you. Pleb. Okay, okay. Oh shit! Now we're in the old mushroom dungeon. We've been here. We were here for a long fucking time. Yeah, Frog King's domain. Hate running around on 1 health. Oh, oh, oh. Why is this door still open? This should have closed. Yeah, see how it closed behind me? It should have closed. Maybe I fell off the map and died, so it didn't close properly, but it's meant to. Man, I need to pee. Because it's so hot, you end up like drinking more and then you need to pee more. It's the cycle of life. Yeah, haste. That does feel faster. That feels faster too. Those first two. Yep. Feels a lot faster. Alright, where else did I have to go? Mushroom Dungeon, Throne of the Frog King, Overgrown Ruins. He said Overgrown Ruins, right? So I guess we keep looking there. By he, what I mean is the squid guy. The guy that's totally not a squid. The guy that's just a regular chef. Alright, BRB. I'll be 1 minute. Oh shit, no it won't. Because that thing's gonna try and kill me. Now I'll BRB. You know what I really want to see? In this Saint Row character creator, which you can get right now on Epic Games Store. How you get it is weird though. You have to go to the Saint Row website and click on download character creator and it asks you which platform. And if you're logged in your browser to Epic Games Store, it sends you to a purchase page where you can get the character creator for free. But you're purchasing it as a game, essentially, right? But for free. Then it adds it to your account. and then you can download it and play it. I thought it was really weird that you have to go to the website first. Like, why can't you just go into the Epic Game Store and search for it, right? Like, if it's a listed game, why do I need to go on the website to get it? To me, that doesn't make a whole bunch of sense, but... you know, it is what it is. Why is that? Oh yeah, that anchor used to have something on it. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say is, I want to see what they say for genders. I wonder if they say like type A, type B, like From Software games. Elder Scrolls, not Elder Scrolls, Elden Ring. Oh my god, I said Elder Scrolls. I'm sorry. Right, I swear, I'm a fan of the games. I swear, I've played Dark Souls. I swear. Type A and Type B. Is this the sewers? This is the temple, right? Fake fan, yeah. Sometimes I worry about that. I genuinely worry, right? Like, oh, this is just through here. I genuinely worry sometimes that like people think I'm a fake fan of stuff. There's things that people have brought up before. Most notably, recently Usajin brought up something. Usajin brought up a manga that we've both read. It was at the start of Elden Ring when I was playing that, and he brought it up, and I almost just didn't want to talk about it because I was like, I don't want to seem like a fucking fake fan, dude. Like, I've read it. I've read the manga. I read it when I was in high school, like 2010. And I was like, nah, man, I'm not even gonna start talking about this shit in case I seem like a fake fan. Where the fuck does this pink key go? Hey, maybe it's not a pink key, maybe it's a green key. Holy shit! Holy shit! It goes here. Alright, alright. This way? No. No, no, no. Oh, oh! Hey, baby! It's nothing. It's not even anything. It's a fake fan thing to do to avoid talking about it, you mean? It is, but, you know, there are certain fan bases that even if you're a fan of the things, you don't want to engage with them, right? It's kind of like that. Not that I don't want to engage with Usajin, I just mean, you know. A large antler riddled with deformations. It must have belonged to a formidable beast. It appears to have broken off some creature's head in a struggle before its owner plunged into the pits below. It looks oddly familiar. Does it? Is it the antlers that are on the little guys? Is it meant to be their antlers? We haven't fought any enemies with antlers. We've only ever seen friendly characters with antlers. Yeah, like if you're a Sonic fan, right? You don't want to engage with the Sonic fans. They're not real people. Why am I in this temple again? It told me it was in the overgrown ruins, and I've ended up coming into the temple anyway. I keep coming back here because I find entrances in the overworld, and then the entrances lead here. I need to leave and not come back. Just stay outside the whole time. Uh-oh, this is the... Yeah, this isn't the way out. Oh wait, is this a way out? Is it a secret sneaky? Yeah, we're back here. Okay. I think it's east. I feel like I've done all of the west and I've done a lot of the south area. I think it's east. I guess it kind of looks like their antlers. Their antlers are more like long and then they split near the tip, whereas that one was more for traditional antler, which splits like halfway up. Antler talk with Dep. What do you think about Saints Row, by the way, the new one? Have you seen the trailers and whatever? You see what I mean? Like, their antlers look very different. They get to the end and then they split into multiples, right? Whereas this antler is like, its first split is about halfway up. You haven't seen anything? Really? I thought you were like a Saints Row fan. No? Ooh. This is a thing. This is definitely a thing. You don't have internet? I mean, I think you do. I feel like not enough people played Agents of Mayhem, and I would like to know what would have happened if people did play it. Agents of Mayhem was such a good game to me, and I don't know, like, it was meant to be a live service game. It was meant to be a game where every day they would have new quests, and you would log in and do your dailies. They'd have microtransactions and shit like that, but because it failed, it ended up just being a single-player game, and all that microtransaction shit just became the game. And I feel like that was a great move. It made it like a really great single-player game. I would hate for them to try and do to Saints Row 2022 what they did with Agents of Mayhem, or what they intended to do. If Saints Row turns into like a big DLC selling fucking buy this skin, buy this pack, loot box shit, I think the whole series is basically fucking like dead to me at that point. Because that's what Agents of Mayhem was gonna be. Like, it's what the company's business model was gonna look like. As far as I know, that's what it was gonna be. You know, you can't let companies do shit like that over and over and over again. There's some point where you just have to be like, nah, I'm gonna stop buying this product or stop buying this series. Is that wall breakable? I've been walking around the whole fucking time. Jesus Christ. That doesn't get me anything. This doesn't this doesn't take me anywhere. What? That doesn't do anything. Like a useless shortcut to an area you can already access. What the fuck? Am I missing something? Was there another grapple to the east? No! Alright, well, big walk all the way back around. Yeah, I wonder if they have Type A and Type B genders. You know what would be really cool if they had a gender slider? You know? A male and female, like, slider, but they wouldn't name it male and female. It would just be called body slider. That's what I want to see. Yeah, the spectrum. That's right. I don't actually know if I've been here before. Part of me feels like I have, and part of me feels like I haven't. I think I have, and I went around that circle and at the end was 100 souls. It said there's a sewer entrance, and a sewer entrance is like a hole in the ground. There's a hole in the ground as well. Okay, okay. This is it, this is it. Fuck. So sewer entrances, I had to Google it, and in the article, when I Googled it, it said, I played the whole game, not knowing what the circles in the ground were. I'm sure a lot of people did. I thought you had to get a secret item and then come back to them, but no, you can do it from the start of the game. You can do this, and then you go through the ground. And then you appear on a different part of the map. That's literally it. Nice! We now have one more hit bar. This final boss isn't gonna know what hit him. I think that's as high as you can get. You start off the game with 4, and I think the highest you can get is 6. Cool. Now we need to find a door and get the fuck out of here. That's how the music goes, don't at me. And then some dude with a panpipe's like doo, 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 doo. Okay. Next place to go is the old Whammons house. What's it called? Ernwitch's Lab, Ceramic Manor, Estate, and Furnace. It's probably going to be the estate. It said the west of the estate. I have other ideas. I'm gonna have a look around in other places. Yeah, this is new. 100 souls. It's so much faster to do this, even though it seems slower, than it is to fight. Because fighting, you get like 1 soul each. Holy shit, look at all these secret areas. Oh my god. Hey baby! Secret bench. What else is here? I feel like there's a bud in those 2 boxes. I don't even need buds. How many buds do I have? 9. I don't need them. But I feel like there's a bud. Nope. Man, our society is so fucked up. When I say bud, my instant like feeling is thinking of weed. You know, people say like a bud of marijuana. Marijuana. I like calling it marijuana, right? Leave me alone. Like when somebody says a bud, I don't think of like a sapling or like a budding plant at all. I just think of like a big nugget of weed. I don't even smoke weed. Never smoked weed. I think I was 16 or 17 years old before I learned what weed smells like. And then when I learned, I was like, oh, that's what I've been smelling off of like everybody else's clothes, right? A weed nugget. It's true though. It's a weed nugget. Alright, this is how you enter this area. A nugget of weed. Like a nuggie. It's weird because like I am like so strange with drugs. Like I would never smoke weed, right? I would never do like cocaine or anything like that. But if it was like something that you needed medically, I think it's okay. You know? Like medically, if you needed something, it's fine. I think there's a gap in the... Yeah, look! Do you see in the hedges on the left? So right underneath my grappling hook icon in the top left, I think that's a gap, and then you go down and you get 100 thingies. Only once, everything once, but heroin's incredibly Moorish. You know, it's like eating a new cereal. You just want to keep eating the cereal. Dude, what a cool secret. That's a cool secret. Nah, like, for real, I don't think I'd ever try any of those drugs, like, no matter which position in life I was in, like, nah. Oh, I know how to do that one now as well. So what you do for this one is you grapple hook along. Poor statue, by the way. Broken statue. There you go. Finding all kinds of secrets. What the actual fuck? Holy shit. How many secrets are in this game? Hash chalky pudding. No, it's just the same as regular chocolate pudding and then smoking a joint. It's no different. The effect is the same, right? I'm kidding, I understand. You ever seen the Joey Diaz thing where he talks about the chocolate bar that has like, I don't know, like 1,000 milligrams of THC? Hey Joe, they got this chocolate bar called Moon. I ate the whole fucking thing. Oh no. I fucking love Joey Diaz. Did you know Joey Diaz is in Spider-Man? He's in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. I think everybody knows that. That fucking range. The range is so big that you can hit the exploding enemies, and if you hit them at the right time, they don't explode. That's pretty crazy that the range is that big. Hey, baby. Yeah, I'm not getting hit a lot. I think this sword, it just needed that extra, like, speed to be, usable. The range is helping a lot, though, like, significantly. Oh. Hello. Shiny. You found sludge-filled urn. Despite being almost black, the liquid somehow emanates a strange glow. Weird. An ornate urn containing some kind of viscous sludge. Even when the bottle is at rest, the sludge writhes as if imbued with some life of its own. Better not to ask what it's made from. It's venom, dude. They put venom in this game. Huh. Didn't it feel like there was more... There were more sewers? It felt like there were more sewers than what I just discovered. Hold on here. More pets hate Venom. I'm trying to move my mic so that I can like I moved some of the stuff on my desk when I was fucking around with my PC. So my mic is like in a funny position. Not funny haha, more funny peculiar. Venom and Morbius would be a pretty good combo, like as a movie. You know? I feel like they're similar. Venom versus Morbius. Call it Venomous. No, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. Have you even seen... Wait, yeah, you probably have. Is there a Venom 2? Is Venom 2 a movie, or did I make that up? Yeah, this one, this one. How do I get over there? How do I get over there? No way to exit through the hedge here. The only way out from here is to slam back through this. So you're gonna have to go above ground to get there. You don't think there's a Venom 2? It might be right. Like, I don't know. I'm genuinely asking. I don't remember. Gonna be honest, I thought Venom 1 was like a good movie somewhere, but it suffered from that thing that all modern movies suffer from, where it was just a bunch of stuff happening. You feel me? Garden of Joy. Alright, we still have one more secret to find. It said a sewer to the west? No. It said a sewer to the east and look for a gap in the hedges. And it said behind her mansion. There's a gap in this hedge right here. Holy shit, look at this. Any more gaps? It's like Dark Souls looking for secret walls. Oh no. Yeah, a lot of movies are like, hey, we gotta go do this thing, we gotta go do this. And the Rick and Morty directors talk about it. So does the South Park directors. The South Park, Trey Parker and, what's the other guy? Matt Parker? I don't fucking know what their names are. But they did a lecture on it at a university or a college or something, talking about how, like, too many people use but when they're making stuff. Like, this happens, but this happens, but this happens. And it should be this happens, therefore this happens. Events should precede each other for like a reason, more than just because it would make a cool story. Like, they should precede each other because that's what would happen, or that's what happens in your story. I think I did an okay job explaining that. I think. Hey. That just takes you around to the start, but we should break some of these. Hey, hold on! Is there a way now? Nah. There's never been a way to, like, break all of these. The game puts these here so that you have a way to charge up your magic, but I've always felt like... Yeah, I've always felt like there should be a way to break them all. Maybe. Nah. Or, wait, hold on. Nah. Nah. Fuck it. We're looking for gaps and hedges. Anything suspicious? Pile of leaves looks awfully suspicious. Hey! That could be it. But I don't know how to get there. Do you see that gap in the hedge? That would take you behind her mansion. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, baby! I think this brings me up to 3 out of 4 though. So I don't get another magic point, sadly. Yeah, 3 out of 4. One more and then that's the last one in the game. Cool rock. What if there's a secret here? Just kidding. Alright. Unless I want to keep looking around here for stuff the game didn't tell me to find. I think I'm done here. The game tells you where the big secrets are, and then I've been finding smaller ones when I'm looking for the big ones. I don't know if there's anything else to find. Possibly. Probably. Hey, hold on. How is that not lit? How is this one not lit? What the fuck? Uh-oh, I've been slacking. Oh, no, no, no. I think that was for the old puzzle. Yeah, that was for the puzzle the first time you come here. And when you break each part, it opens the fences. Then you pull this lever, and the lever opens all the areas. That's new, though. Okay, okay, okay. Saying it's lit's fine. It's fine. It's English now. It's lit. I've got a video on my phone of my mum saying it's lit, referring to a candle. And then I said, what is it? And she goes, it's lit. It's the way she says it is like, it's lit. Oh, it's lit. Hey, where the hell did you just come from? Huh? Oh, there's another one there. Watch this. Watch this. You ready? Hey! What the fuck? Did you see that? Alright, wait. Let them bloom, right? They run away and they leave a trail of leaves. How cute is that? I had no idea. It doesn't do anything. They're just like little guys. Yeah, there's no more secrets here. That's it. Yeah. There's probably a couple of secrets in here, but I think all the shrines are in the overworld, so yeah. Let's go back here. We need to go back to the Salty Sailor, or whatever it's called. 1,300 souls. Dexterity, right? Raising this will allow the Reaper to charge their melee and range attacks faster, increase the speed at which melee attacks can be chained. Yeah, dexterity. Still can't find a good position for my microphone after, like, how many years have I had this one? Jesus. It's so big. The closer you put it to your face, the bigger it looks. That's what she said. Camp of the Free Crows. Castle Locks. Stranded Sailor. This is it. This is the guy we saved, by the way, from the dungeon. I think he decided to change his mask into this crow mask so he can look like a crow. I find it racially insensitive, to be honest, but it is what it is. Alright. Let's see if he has any more secrets to tell us. I think he has 2 more places to tell us about. No. 1, right? Yeah. Now let me tell you something while you ingest nutrients. I heard there was a hollowed out wall in a keyhole shaped alcove just north of here inside Castle Lockstone. Alright, hollowed out wall in a hole shaped alcove just north of here inside Castle Lockstone. Okay. Perhaps once you've explored some more, I will also have knowledge with which to nourish your mind. I think that's the last one in the game. He said in Castle Lockstone, right? That's a keyhole-shaped alcove. So's that. I guess they're all alcoves. What did he say? Because I've already forgotten. I'm not even making this up. I've literally forgotten the exact wording. He said there's a hollowed out wall inside a keyhole shaped alcove north in Castle Lockstone. He said alcove. He did. True. That doesn't even do anything. It just brings you up here. He said in Castle Lockstone, just north of here. He didn't say north of Castle Lockstone. There's a key. A gate, I mean. Hold on. There it is. It's right there. It's literally right there. It's a, like, hole in the wall. A keyhole-shaped alcove. Fuck, dude. I found that so quickly. Oh my god. Puzzle god. They call me Mr. Puzzle. Achievement. I got an Xbox achieve. Yep, true. 100. Alcove. That was the biggest yawn I've ever done in my life. Oh yeah, this had 100 souls in it. What? Fucking stupid bird can't even fly. True. It's even worse than not being able to fly. You can't even fucking jump. True. I'll have one last look around to see if there's anything, but I think that's it. You see these walls like this? I always think these are going to be secret doors, but they haven't done that yet. I wonder where that one comes from. There has to be like another sewer that you go down, and then you end up in here. And you get the keyhole dude's head. Probably this side. Probably this one, actually. Or the one to the right. Hey, I think it is gonna be... Nope. 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 Too low down to grapple to these things. How do you even get up there? True. You know, in Metal Gear Solid 3 on the Nintendo 3DS, after the torture scene where Snake loses his eye, when you go into first-person mode, you can no longer view the game in 3D. Because Snake has lost depth perception. So it disables the 3D first-person mode for the rest of the game. I don't know why it made me think of that, but when you said like aim up, it made me think of like in Metal Gear Solid 3, how it's like really difficult to aim. You gotta go into first-person mode and like aiming up on the sticks. I think you need to use R1 and R2 to aim up and down. Or maybe that's how I No, I think that was what it was. That's what it was. You didn't use both thumbsticks like you would expect, because it was such an early game. Disabled your 3D. Like, fuck you. Fuck you, no more 3D. Right? You've had enough. Did I just come back here again? Oh my god. I saw there was 2 routes, and I wanted to take the other one. Is it this? This is where I wanted to go. Yeah, I went twice because I thought there was a way there. I'm trying to find another sewer to jump on. These guys are one-hit kill now. It's pretty cool. I think I already had whatever was in here. Wait. Was there a ladder on the bookshelf? No. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Metroidvania games. They have a lot of backtracking because of that very reason. Like, everything does feel like a maze. So you know I'm back at the start. But there was one more route this way, right? There was one more path I didn't go this way. I went south here, and I can go north instead. These puzzles are already done, so I can just go through. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing else. I just killed the little buds. Look, he started following me, and then I went like this. Oh no! I didn't mean it. I meant it the second time, but not the first time. Yeah, I have no idea how to get that shiny. Nope, that's it. No idea. Was there anything out this side? Haven't been here yet, right? I haven't been here at all. Yeah. Yeah. I remember this. So this leads back into where the... Yeah. Wait, wait, what? What did I just do? Oh, up there. Ignore me. Ignore me. My god. Am I gonna stop coughing today? Maybe. Yep, that's it. I can't find the shiny. Not at all. How many souls do I have? 430. Alright, 430 isn't enough. So we'll go back to the sailor guy and we'll see if he says anything else. He now shouldn't say anything because technically we have all the secrets in the game. We have 6 health, we have 6 magic. Greetings, fellow biped. My name is Jefferson, a humble bartender and seafood enthusiast at your service. Could these human hands prepare you a delicious meal? Great, one delicious meal coming up. I sure do love preparing food with my multi-digited mammal hands. Now let me tell you something while you ingest nutrients. Goodness, you have picked this island as clean of secrets as you have the bowl of fish viscera. Is that it? He said come back to me and perhaps I'll have some more knowledge for you. Why does he have 4 bunk beds? I guess he sleeps in that giant fish bowl. I don't even know. Alright. Well, we did it. Yay! Right? We did it, fam. I don't know if I want to do all the, like, special, shinies. If there was a new game plus, you would still need to, like, basically play the game again, right? Like, what would a new game plus look like in this? It'd be a lot better if it just, like, I don't know. A new game plus for this, for me, would be like, start the game again and have all your shinies, have all your extra health and shit like that. But I don't think that's how it's gonna look. I don't think that's what's gonna happen. I am fucking hot as hell, by the way. Holy shit. You know what I found out? This is really interesting. I thought that my old processor was 65 watts and that this new one was also 65 watts. This one's 65, my old one was 95. So my room will be marginally colder. my room will be marginally colder in the summer. When I don't have a fucking 95 watt CPU. I still have like a 180 watt graphics card, but you know what I mean. Thought that was interesting. Old Witch's Watchtower. Does that look like that? Lights? Yep. I was wondering why it gave you crystals, because they always give you crystals when you need to cast spells. Oh. All the people in the town, everybody. If all the people in the town sleep in that one guy's house, then it would be the dead guy's body, the squid, the bagpipe guy, I don't even know, the drunk crow, the dude that we freed. Yeah, either that is part of the thing or it's a secret. I think it's a secret because look, that one went out. That one went out when we teleported, which makes me think it's a secret. Secrets don't keep themselves like lit. Oh, hold on. I don't think it's a secret at all. I think it's just like a little thing you can do. I don't think it's part of the game. Unless if you run up here when both are lit, maybe that door opens. Let's try it. Speed run. Oh wait, that one's getting put out instantly. Wait, what's wrong? What's wrong with the music? Did it glitch? Oh, the music's just popping off? True. True. Ow. Yeah, I like purple sword too. Like Jack. Off and off. Trying to be cool. I was gonna deflect. Yeah, you can't deflect arrows. I'm dumb. I forgot. It's been like 5 days since I played this game. I kind of forgot you couldn't deflect arrows. And then he hit me with a bomb. Yeah. Involved with squeezing this hog. Yeah. Such low health right now. Oh. I tried to roll. Do you know? I don't know if this is true, so I'm not gonna say do you know, because I don't even fully know. But I heard that the reason that cats and dogs love chew toys that squeak is because the squeaking reminds them of dying animals. You know how, like, if you were to step on a bird and it was dying, it would make like a cheep cheep noise? I mean, I could imagine, right? Like, it makes a lot of sense, but it's kind of an assumption. Like, nobody's asked the dogs, right? But for example, Bob's boar, it makes like a grunting kind of death rattling noise, right? Like, it kind of sounds like a dying animal. If you've ever killed like a rabbit, those kind of sound like squeaky, right? Like, or even like guinea pigs and stuff like that. Not that I've killed rabbits and guinea pigs. I mean, you know what I mean. That's the noises they make when they're alive, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, you have time with the increased haste to hit twice before dodging most shit. So I do like this sword. I think it's probably the best weapon in the game. Plus a lot of stuff is dying in 2 hits. But yeah, I like that theory. Like, I feel like it's solid. Especially with cat toys. Oh, that was planned. That was totally planned. True. I also make sound when I get scared of dying in games, so, you know. I don't even, like, here's the thing, right? When I die in Overwatch, I used to be like, "Ugh!" Right? I'm not even, like, pretending. Like, that's just the noise I make. I'm not like being a YouTuber. Like, that's literally just the noise I make when I die in games or when I take hits. I'm not like overacting. I literally would be doing that if I wasn't streaming. It's like a visceral thing. Ow. Ow. What did that do? Oh. Yep, it's exactly the same. True. Me dying in Overwatch and an animal dying to a wolf is the same thing because it's both the natural order of the world, okay? Dang, the weather sure is rough up here. The wind's just howling through my pipes. Still a bit of bad weather has never deterred me before, especially with the beast so close now. I wonder what it looks like. Based on what the crows said, it sounds like a proper monster, all hairy and wild. I can't wait to see you fight it. I think that the beast... You see how this is like the souls? I think the beast is gonna be the crow. You know that old giant crow that's sent us on this mission? I think it's gonna be him. Fucking crow can't even aim up. Hey, I fucking knew it. I saw that anchor and I thought there has to be some reason that that anchor is there, and I thought it was to get across to those enemies and then back, but it's not. Yeah, I feel like the end boss is gonna be the giant crow. And then possibly after him, when the door opens, we have to kill the Lord of Doors. Because the Lord of Doors is an asshole, right? Like, we've been learning about him being an asshole. We saw the camp of the Free Crows. The Free Crows in the camp basically, you know, left Because they were sick of the job, they were like, fuck this. How did he not get laser beamed to death? Yeah, the only downside to the greatsword is the heavy attack. Not being able to like cancel the heavy attack early is the only downside. Once you press that button, you're committed to like spending the next half a second sitting there. What time is it? 10? Wow, I've been playing this for 2 hours and it doesn't feel like it. I guess that's what happens when you don't play games for like 2 days. Those guys, because they take free hits, the greatsword doesn't really feel as good on them. But, you know, it is what it is. That was the heavy attack again. I couldn't cancel it. It's almost like just don't use it, right? Like just don't use it anymore. It's not worth it. Like, I'll give you, like, another example, because I think I showed it, but, like, alright. That's how quick the heavy attack can be with this sword, but it doesn't deal a lot of damage. And then this is the full one. You wait for the chime to release it to get the full power. But if you press it, you can, like, dodge pretty quickly. This one... Oh! You can dodge out of it! Even though the animation is longer, you can dodge out of it. Okay. Ah. Yeah, you can dodge cancel it. I haven't needed to do that, I guess, in the past. Oh, it lowered this. Okay, I get it now. It opened a little shortcut. The fuck? Huh? Huh? Ah! The only reason I can see that that path exists is so that you can light that thing. But they don't light, they go out. Maybe there's an upgrade. You see how there's an upgrade to the bombs and the grapple hook? Maybe there's an upgrade for the fire thing, and then you can light all those towers? I don't know what it would do. Oh god, I'm fucking stuck in the maze now. I'm in the maze. I'm in the maze. I have no idea where I'm going. No idea. We worked around here. There was a thing in the middle that shot lasers, right? We worked up here. Happens if you bomb the towers? I'll try. Yeah. This is how we go. This is how we go. Bomb the towers. gonna say nothing. Yeah. I'm gonna say nothing, but maybe there's a firebomb upgrade as well, who knows? Like, I don't even know. There must be a fire upgrade. What you do is you go into like this special room and then you fight stuff. And then when you come out, you have like a better power. You kind of fight like a door lord looking guy. Should I Google it? No Google, right? Next time we find a door, I'll Google it. It's not as if anybody else in the game tells you where to go, though. Woo! What the fuck? That speed! What the fuck? If you dash attack during the grapple, you maintain all your speed. Oh, that's some good shit. It's very dangerous. I don't know how I've not died. It feels so fast. Oh! Little bud. I don't know if it's like, you know, the green guys in the base? I have a feeling that they show up based on how many things you've planted. Right? Like, you know how you plant them in these little pots? I feel like that's what makes them increase their numbers. But maybe they're just like a story thing. Like, they just start showing up because you've left the doors open. That's what they say in the game. They say, like, you left the doors open, and now we have these guys everywhere. See, these guys, if you don't fight them when they're on their back, they have, like, way more health than they should have. I haven't taken a hit yet. Ah! I need to get rid of the fire things. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my god. Better it down. Look at all that blood. I saw some pictures of anime from the 90s and early 2000s where China had censored the blood by coloring it white, and it just looked like everybody was covered in cum. It was really bad. I had to look up if it was real. Like, it looked that silly that I had to look up if it was real. Oh! There was a secret passage to the other side. Actually, there was a door in there, right? Let's take the door first. There he is. The big ol' Yeti. This is it. That's the beast. Oh boy, my heart is pounding. Are you gonna fight it? I'm gonna stay well out of the way and take notes from my song. Good luck. I'm gonna stay well out of the way, but good luck. Okay. Let me take this door real quick. I think I can buy one upgrade. Betty's lair? Is she called Betty? Are you fucking... Are you serious? Betty's like a old woman's name in Scotland. Like, it's like the default old woman's name. Alright, I'm googling it. What do we Google? Holy shit! Why is my GPU sitting at 75 degrees Celsius? Why is the game using 84% of my GPU? What the fuck? For some reason, this game is like taxing my GPU. I didn't even notice this before. It's actually using 30% of my CPU and 92% of my 1070 to play this game. What the actual fuck? Alright, I mean, that's a thing. Hold on, let me check one thing. Where's hardware monitor? Let me check what my CPU temp is right now. This is what we do on stream, by the way. We check CPU temps. My CPU core temp is 63 degrees right now. And for some reason, like, yeah. It must be running it at like 180 frames per second or something. Death's Door, Fire Spell Upgrade. The door to upgrade the fire ability is in the crypt right before the estate of the Urn Witch. You can either travel north from the Lost Cemetery door or travel backwards from the Urn Witch's estate. Okay, let's have a look and see if I can find this. To upgrade the basic bow and arrow, once you enter the Lost Cemetery door from the hall, head to the... Oh, fire skill. The door to upgrade your fire ability is in the crypt right before the estate of the Urn Witch. You can either travel north from the Lost Cemetery door or travel backwards from the Urn Witch's estate door. In the crypt before the room of the... You know what? Let me do this. I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put this here. And then I could just fucking read it, right? Yeah, I had no idea that this game was like cooking my GPU. Alright, what does it say? Fire ability. North from the Lost Cemetery. It had like a little picture to show you where to go, but I don't think I've ever seen that picture before. In the crypt before the room of the exit to the elevator, there's a door blocked off by webbing. Using your fire skill to burn the webbing and access the fire ability boss fight. Upgrading the fire ability adds damage over time. Burns enemies that you hit. Alright, well this is north. I guess we're looking for a crypt. On the way to the Urn Witch's place, which would be this way. And it said the elevator, I think, is here. Right? Isn't there like a big door you go through? No? That would have been so useful in boss fights, to be able to set fire to the bosses. This isn't it. Shit. Shit, shit, shit. Yeah, this is the Grove of Spirits. Fuck. Fucking Polygon and its crappy guide. I'll take the time and look for it. I'm just like, you know, I'm near the end of the game. I feel like it should be easy to find stuff that I've missed. Is this the crypt? I think that's just that guy's house. I probably would have been better going to the Urn Witch's place and then going south. It's becoming less and less likely that I'm gonna find this without more of a guide. This way to the Urn Witch's mansion. This looks like a crypt. Yeah, this looks like a crypt. We're looking for a thing we burn, like a cobweb that we burn. And it'll open a door. Hey! This is it. Got him. These guys are pretty tough. They have this weird lock-on move where they ring a tuning fork. Ow. Yep. This one. You have to tap the key to like get out of it. Okay. I dodged right into his fireball. What the fuck? How are you meant to get close to that dude? Dank, I went Super Saiyan. Alright, to upgrade your basic bow, once you enter the Lost Cemetery door from the Hall of Doors, head to the structure directly below the door. You'll need the fire skill obtained from the Urn Witch's mansion. Use the fire skill to blast away the spider's cobwebs and hop into the crypt. There's a lot of critters down here to kill, along with the Lost Compass Shiny. Don't I have the Lost Compass Shiny? I don't. Yeah, this should only be on 60 FPS with VSync on. There's no way that this game should be... There's no way this game should be using this much GPU. What the actual fuck? Unless VSync just isn't working. Hold on. This is making me like really curious. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm now putting up a little, putting up a chart. Okay. We're going to the Urn Witch's thing, right? We're doing that. Not the Urn Witch's thing. We're going to the Hall of Doors again. Yeah, right now, 70 degrees 58% GPU usage. I'm gonna try something. Because I want to see if it... Alright, out here, 70% GPU usage. Let me turn on... Oh. Wait, what the hell? Okay, confirm. It's the same GPU usage and the same temperature at 144 frames as it is in 60, and it looks the same. Which makes me think that VSync isn't actually doing anything. I think it's already 144 when it says 60. It looks identical. Oh no. Let's wait to the summit. Fuck, I wish there was like a quick button to go back to the Hall of Doors. Shit. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going. Alright, let me quickly just minimize this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Tech issues. No. Okay, we're all good. What are we doing? We're going back to the Hall of Doors. Hey, there's the other tower. You know, it said this tower has a twin? That's it. That's the other door. That's the other tower. Head to the structure directly below the door if you enter the Lost Cemetery door from the Hall of Doors. Let me see if I can work out what to do with this tower, though. I can't work it out. There are raised podiums here and here. See how they're like slightly raised? And then there are those sconces that kind of look like they could have fire in them. And then this gate would maybe open. Maybe you do something and the gate opens. That is the structure directly south of the Hall of Doors. Unless it's this. This area had cobwebs. But I thought we did all this. We didn't, because we couldn't break the doors. We couldn't break the walls. Cool, 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 cool. Those guys just fell in the water and died. Nice! God's sake, did you see the hitbox on that? It was right behind his back. Fuck. I can set fire to him now, though. Right? No, I can't. He just punches you in the face. Fuck off. You have to tap dodge to get out of that. And then when I did, I rolled. Fuck me, this is the hardest one yet. It's the hardest one, and it's the most basic weapon. Like, it's your basic bow you're upgrading. When he does his slam attack, I need to stop going in to hit him. Because I know he's gonna hit me. Alright, got him. I don't feel like I did that very confidently though. Holding your arrow spell for longer will now charge your shot and cause more damage. Oh. So maybe there'll be like another sound? Ah. Yeah, 2 levels to it. Oh yeah, and you can't get out of this area until you like complete the dungeon basically. Yeah, you have to go out the full like path. Hold on. How do you get out of here? Oh, okay, I see it, I see it. I'm right though. You have to like do the full route. And kill these things. And there's the compass. It occasionally twitches and turns at its own whim. It's clearly very old. Perhaps the magnetism inside has mostly worn away. The compass occasionally twitches and turns by some strange whim, but mainly appears to be drawn to death's door rather than pointing north. It must belong to an explorer who is searching for the legendary door. Okay. Fuck! Wait, that's not how you get out then. How do I get out? Oh no, I don't know how to get out. I genuinely don't. This way? No, that's another secret. Then this must be the exit. Ah, and this is the part that's near that tower. Alright, well, still don't know what that tower is then. $448 souls. Let's go kill Betty. I feel like there's still more stuff to explore over here to the east, though. Border of the Forbidden Region. There's one of those moon symbols on the ground. There was one of those in another area. And I couldn't work out what it was used for. But it seemed like it had a purpose. I don't know. Is this a prayer wheel? You know those prayer wheels that you spin? I think that's meant to be like a prayer wheel. Is it a Tibetan thing? I think it's like Tibetan Buddhists. I might be totally wrong. Ow. Oh shit. Dude, she's doing pro wrestling moves. What the fuck? Fuck! Alright, she's tough. She tough, yo. She's fast as well, like the way that she turns around. I rolled into her roll and it didn't dodge. Yep, did it again. You can't roll into her roll, you have to roll away from it. You don't have enough frames of invulnerability to survive inside her hitbox for it. Yep. Yep, yep. Yep. I keep rolling into her because it feels like the Dark Souls thing to do, to roll through the damage, right? Kind of like if a Dark Souls boss hits from screen right to screen left, rolling into screen right is sometimes the idea. I can't get out of her hitbox. She's so big. Yep. I have to be missing something, right? There's no way you just... Yep, I'm dead. There's no way that you have to roll to the side when she does that roll toward you. There's no way. Oh man. Alright. Yep. I'm trying to be patient and cautious, and she still does it. It's still very difficult. Yep. Fucking. Oh my god! She fucking tracks. Wait a minute. Maybe these bird skeletons, I can like grapple to them? The music was just getting hyped. The music was like, oh, it's fucking hitting falsetto. Oh, dude. This game. I haven't been hit yet. I haven't been hit yet. My hands are so sweaty. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off, dude. Right, after she does 3 rolls, she does a slam attack, right? But if you're far enough away, you can like hold your fire ability until she lands. It feels like there's hardly any opportunities to hit her. Alright, watch this, right? One more roll, and then she's gonna slam or throw snowballs. Right, there's a snowball, there's the slam. If you get too close and you're charging up something long, she swipes. I killed her with fucking fire damage, dude. I killed her with fire damage. Every time she flashed white, I think she was taking the full fire damage. That felt bad. Yeah. We gather here today to mourn the passing of Betty. To some, she was revered as a god. To others, feared as a wild, untamable beast. And to a small few, loved as a radiant beauty. Wait, what? After many lifetimes, lived atop the mountains, supplying locals with fur and untimely deaths. Supplying them with fur and untimely deaths. That is a quote. She can now rest. Bow your head in remembrance, pay your last respects. Her time in this world is over. Dude, rip. What an incredible adventure this has been, full of twists and turns. So Betty and the beast were one and the same. Amazing. That means the drunken guy at the stranded sailor, was he in love with this beast? Whoa. I kind of feel bad for them both. Yeah, the story you would think is that the crow's, like, partner got killed by Betty. Or, got killed by the beast. Dead or heartbroken? Which do you think is worse? They're both kind of tragic. I think heartbroken is better than being dead. Like, what? Still, it's great material for a song, huh? I'm gonna start writing straight away. Once it's ready, come by the Stranded Sailor sometime and I'll play it for you. Oh my god, really? I'll get back to work on my masterpiece straight away. Another demonic soul's anger quelled. Reaper, may you find peace in death. Fuck you, Betty. Alright. I guess we're going to the big ass door now, right? But we can go to the Stranded Sailor first and hear the song. Here we go. Hey there, matey. Thanks again for the adventure. I've never seen anything like it before. And I got enough material to make what I think could be my magnum opus. Want to hear it? Let's go. Wow. Rhyming sweaty with spaghetti. And then rhyming it in the next line to confetti. We can listen again. Can I skip it? Alright, it's pretty dank. It's a bop. It smacks. Is this thing on Spotify? Oh wait, should we tell him that Betty's dead? Did you save my Betty? Oh no. Let's go talk to Pothead one more time before we leave. Also, you know that compass we picked up? It'd be cool if it actually pointed towards the death's door. Yeah, he's just talking about the soup. Alright, let's talk to our guy that's in charge of our contract. We haven't talked to him in a while. Chandler the handler. If I get in trouble for this, I'm not going to be happy with you. I think he's talking about the plant dudes. Welcome to the Soul Vault. Would you like to increase your combat abilities? Okay, he doesn't want to talk about it. Can we even buy anything? Magic. Increased magic. Ink, it lets out stink. But I love it so much, I could practically drink it. Okay. My little friend got into my ink supply, poor dear, although she doesn't seem to mind. Maybe she just loves the smell of ink as much as I do. Ink has a really weird smell. I would actually go as far as to say that all inks I've ever had smell different. But they all smell like ink. You know what I'm saying? They all smell like charcoal. They all smell like woody charcoal, burnt kind of stuff. And I mean, Most ink is made out of water, charcoal, and shellac. And just different combinations. Different woods. You know, that type of thing. There's a secret right there. Probably walked over that secret like probably 25 times, not exaggerating, and never found it. What does it even do? It just brings you here? What? Is that it? It doesn't even give you any souls. Alright, let's go. It's Crow Man. You did it. You're a much stronger Reaper than I. I could never have taken down those giant souls alone. It is time, at long last. Let us force this door open, fledgling, and finish our assignment. Now to the other side. Oh look, he walks like he's really old. This is it. This is the place beyond, where no life is to be seen. Hello? Is this the is this the manager? Huh? He has a bum bag and a hoodie. Are you deaf? I thought the tales of the original Reaper were just the mad ramblings of the free crows. Yeah, well, I guess that's me. So if you didn't know let's read that again. So if you didn't know I was real, that means you're not here to rescue me, huh? No, I'm sorry. We're here for another purpose. In fact, you might be able to help us. Wow, rude. Well, alright, I mean, what's a few more minutes after several centuries? So why are you here? Actually, how did you even get here? I thought... Okay. I think I said in the third stream for this game. So maybe like 9 hours in? No, less than that. Maybe like 6 hours in. It sounded like the Door Lords had made a deal with Death in order to be in charge of Death. I think I said that out loud. But it looks like the Door Lords imprisoned Death and then sent the crows to do the reaping instead. We seek souls that have passed through Death's your door. Yeah, the one from my original assignment at the start of the game. We are service-bound Reapers. We require those souls to finish our tasks and restore our stature with the commission, otherwise we will die. Oh, awkward. If you're looking for a soul here, then you're out of luck. Any non-corporeal souls that pass through the door are absorbed into the aether. Soul energy has to be recycled to create new life, and that's why my job is so important. Not that the living didn't hate me for it. Oh. So I can't finish my assignment? I used to go around reaping souls myself, then pick them up and take them beyond the veil. But it was so depressing. Not for the souls, they don't care, but for the living ones they left behind. I wish I could let them know dying isn't scary, it's just a cycle of life. Thing is, over the vastness of time, I got very tired of that cycle. But then one day, a strange being came to me with a proposition. That's a Door Lord. This being could create portals, doors, to any place or world. They offered to outsource the collection of souls to an automated system using one of their doors. While it was open, it would draw in the souls of the dead. A lighthouse off the shores, on the shores of the aether, if you will. In return for this, they ask for their lives to be extended. Well, actually, they ask for immortality, but that's impossible. If souls stick around too long past their expiry date, then with nothing left to tie them to mortality, they decay into demonic forms, like the old lady. All life must end. Well, eventually. And kinda like the frog and the Yeti, but, you know, I don't think the Yeti was doing anything to extend their life. So while I kicked back, several generations of these self-proclaimed lords of Doors? Oh my god. It's the two S's at the end of Lords of Doors that threw me off. So while I kicked back, several generations of these self-proclaimed lords of... We found Depp's purple burglar alarm. This is the one phrase I can't say. Self-proclaimed Lords of Doors came and went, enjoying their unnaturally long lives. It said the first one was actually nice though, right? Theodoric? Each one agreeing in the end to submit to the limitations of life and go willingly into the Aether. Until one didn't. Yeah, the one with the big spooky hands. Which brings us to the current Lord of Doors. Towards the end of what should have been their lifespan, your lord betrayed our long-standing agreement. They said there had been some kind of incident, that the door had malfunctioned and needed to be remade anew. For the door to be reconstructed, it would require the touch of death to link the door to the Aether. So he touched it and fell in, got booted in. But after this new door was created and opened, the Lord kicked me inside and sealed it shut. Yep, he got kicked in. He got the Hansel and Gretel, like, hey Hansel, I think there's some cookies at the back of the oven, and then, like, kicked into the oven. No way for me to escape. No way for stray souls to pass on to the Aether. No death among the living. Feels bad, man. I've been here alone ever since. That's why he's emo. But my assigned soul, it must be here. It has to be here. Attracted to this door. It must have entered here somehow. Are you sure you haven't seen it? I also had a theory that the old crow was gonna go mad and we were gonna have to fight him. And then my other theory was we were gonna have to fight the Lord of Doors to close all the doors. Sorry guy, if a soul comes in here without a body, it disappears into the Aether. Sooner or later, everything that begins has to end. So there's no hope. It must still be here somewhere. Yeah, he's gonna go mad. I fought this. I wasted so many years searching for that soul. Decades, centuries. I refuse to die. Uh-oh. I sent you a little bit past your best before date. Oh no. Yep. The Grey Crow. Oh no. Oh, I guess I'm on my own. Oh my god, look at this boss stage. Holy shit. This is insane. Yep. I really need to get the pattern down if I'm gonna fight this guy. He's insane. It's like he has no opportunities to hit him. Probably hitting those into him would be the best way. Hitting those little like beak things that he fires out. I'm hurting him, but I'm using the fire to do it. What is this? What is that thing? Oh, it's a vacuum! Why am I going so slow? I think he was making me go slow by like attaching his feathers to me or something. You know when the crows started swirling around me? I can't tell you how long it's been since I felt fresh breeze on my face or saw, well, anything. You never appreciate something until it's gone, do you? I saw a lot of that in my job, but until your Lord of Doors locked me up, I never thought it applied to me. I have a giant moth on my roof. I'm gonna kill this moth. I'm gonna do some real life fucking soul reaping. It flew into my light and now it's knocking down all the dust out of my light. Yep. I fucking tried to hit it and I fell backwards and bumped into my desk and then it went flying into the light and started knocking dust everywhere. Oh my god. Alright, let's go kill the Lord of Doors. I'm sorry about your big feathered friend back there. It's always hard for the living to let go of the dead. So he's gone, right? Because it said that any souls in the Aether without a body are gone. So he's just gone. Even more for a rough one having to reap him yourself. I can sort of understand that feeling. Even if it wasn't your intention. You've done me a huge favor here, Crow. But this isn't over quite yet. Because the door has been destroyed, my power is unfortunately still trapped in its remains. Forging the door required a piece of my own soul, and I need it back before I can do my job again. That means, if you want to end the cycle, someone else has to take down the Lord of Doors. Have you guessed who yet? It won't be making... I won't be making any more deals again, that's for sure. Head back to your office and reap your boss's soul, Crow. And remember, death is on your side. Oh, so we're not actually going through there. We're going back through the other way. Head back to your office and... Yeah. I guess we can go here and heal. It's probably going to heal us before the end fight anyway. I've got to say, if I didn't have 6 hit points... I lost 2 in that fight, right? I feel like it's actually pretty difficult to beat this game without having the additional hit points. Why does this take me down here? Why does that look like it wants to carry me? Why does it look like a hand extending? It's this way, right? Oh, why am I doing this again? Alright, forget them. It's not that way. It's funny that that has the Lord of Doors head on it. Yeah, it's over here, right? Back to the beginning of the game. God damn. That sword just takes people out. I'm lost. No, I'm not. Wait, maybe? Yeah, I'm lost. He said return to your world, right? Return to, like, the commission? Isn't there meant to be a door, like, right here? Oh, no. Have I fucked it up? I felt like I fucked it up, and I meant to be like... Oh, I don't know. There. That's it. It's a maze. My fellow crows, we have arrived at a moment foretold long ago. That's Vegas. Come back, Vaga. Today, Death's door has been opened, and Death themselves has been freed once more into the world. Fear not. Look at the little cute one with the blush on the left. The little bud guy. Fear not, for this is not the end of days, but the beginning of a bright new future. The forces of life and death have been unnaturally thrown into chaos for 1,000 years, and we crows played a hand in them. We must right our wrongs. We must accept our fates. It's cool that you can see the desk and everything. We must reject those who lead us into a future with no hope. It is time for the Lord of Doors' reign to end. Lord of Doors' reign to end, and for us to return to a natural life cycle. This is the first time I've noticed that the crow on the right has 4 eyes and is wearing 2 pairs of glasses. Even as our world teeters on the edge of oblivion, souls like these, forest spirits, still manage to emerge through the cracks. Soon a new age will begin, and the world will teem with new life. For that to happen, the final hours of this foretold day must be played out as ordained. The crow that freed death will have to end the Lord of Doors' reign. Oh, me. You gonna open a big door for me? There we go. To the boss's office. Let's talk to everyone before we leave. Welcome to the Soul Vault. Which ability do you want to increase? We can't do anything. I have no doubt you will complete your task, old friend. Have faith in yourself. I'm giving myself 5 attempts. I think I'll take 5. I know it seems the world is ending, but I really hope I can find a new job after all this. I honestly just love typing. The feeling of the keys on my feathers, the clicking and the clacking as I push them down. Look at me getting carried away. Go on. You'd best finish clearing this mess up. I have a resume to write. Badger the Reaper. So I guess we're all gonna be out of our jobs soon. Finally I can be free of the rat race. I never wanted to be a Reaper, you know? It's just a matter of necessity. I wonder what I could do next. I guess endless possibilities lie ahead. Of course, it all depends on you finishing your job without getting killed in the process, but I reckon you'll get it done, kid. All this death and rebirth is a daunting prospect, but I think everyone here... Wait, his name is Ball Plart. His name is Ball Plart, head of security. His name is literally Ball Plart. There's a Paul Blart reference in this game. I don't even... I don't even at this point. Like, I can't... But I think everyone here is sick of what this world has become. A new world, a new start. I wonder if there will be new TV shows too. Well, Paul Blart, we never know. I feel like my whole world is crumbling beneath my feet. But somehow, I also feel hopeful for the first time in... Actually, I think this is the first time I've ever felt hope. Maybe I won't have to work so hard anymore. Let's pick up all the little bud dudes. Can you all come with me? I like the ones that have blush on. I think the blush makes them look extra cute. Come here. Look at them go. They can even go upstairs. Oh, these ones got stuck on the stairs. Are they coming in with me? No. Is this gonna be a whole other level, do you think? Or do you think it's just gonna be like, you know, fight the dude, game over? weird crashed bus here. A bussy. Ah! Alright, I guess we're going in with one less health than normal. It's like a confession booth. I think it is a confession booth. Hold on. Alright, forget that. I need to go heal. Uh-oh. Oh no! I got stuck on the wrong side of the door. I can't get out! I'm stuck! I'm genuinely stuck on the wrong side of the door. I genuinely cannot get out. I'm literally stuck. Oh no. I fucked it. I've literally fucked the game. I'm gonna need to fall until I die, right? Oh no. Alright, and then where are you gonna spawn me? Please don't spawn me behind the door again. Okay, okay. What an easy glitch to, like, glitch yourself with, though. Alright. Cool, cool. I've been watching you, young crow. I never really thought it would come to this, yet here we are. Each of my kind are created by the Lord preceding them and trained to take over their duties before they pass on. On the day we are created, we are told the day on which we will die. My predecessors, my creator, was a cold-hearted tyrant, obsessed with rules and order, how things had to be. The old fool never even gave me a name. Can you believe that? How would your life play out if you knew the exact day you were going to die? Are we getting philosophical? If every moment of your existence revolved around its ending, I had to do everything in my power to save myself. He looks like chromatic right now, right? Like he's reflecting all the colors of the windows. I know my actions are not entirely moral, perhaps not even justifiable, but I cannot just let myself die. I refuse to go without a fight. So, young crow, are you ready to fight for your life as I am for mine? Let's go, boy! He's gonna have multiple phases, right? Oh my god, what the hell is this? Huh? He has platforming sections in his... What? Okay, buddy. You better have healing in your boss fight as well, then. I wonder if any of that damage actually carries over to the next stage. I need healing. I really need healing. There's no way I'm doing this. No! Alright. First phase, pretty easy, right? Just mess them up. Oh, you get to start with full health on the next phase. Alright. This isn't as difficult then. Still pretty tough. Especially if you didn't have all the haste upgrades, right? Like, that would be really difficult. Yeah, look how quick you can nuke him down if you use the fire spell. Like, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. You can nuke him down, like, really fast. I don't think I'd be able to do this if I didn't spawn halfway through the fight with full health, though. Ow. Yeah, that's probably another phase, right? So if I die, I'll spawn, like, on that phase. Oh, fuck off. Huh? It's not spawning enemies now. Oh, spawning them now. Okay. Oh! Yeah, if you lose a health point there, it just spawns, you know, no enemies. What the hell? I think it does that just to make it, like, easier, right? So perhaps, like, if I was to die now, I would get 6 health back. It kind of, like, expects you to die in this fight because it's so long. It's so difficult. If you're playing with mouse and keyboard, it's actually a lot easier to use the grapple hook because you just right-click instead of having to hold left trigger, aim it with the left thumbstick, and then press circle. Like, it makes it a one-button press instead of hold a button, press a button, and aim. Oh wow, this is back at the old cafe. He broke my security door thing. This is cool though. This is a really, like, nice final boss fight. Why are we here, Crow? Why do I exist? To follow in the footsteps of the lords before me, to repeat the same things over and over again? What is the point? If we all have to die eventually, I suppose I will never know. Because I will never die. He's taken in the power of all the souls? Woo! Guitar solo. Oh shit, he's using, like, the tricks of the other bosses. Some of them. Some of this is his own stuff though. Like that. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, buddy. I want to do this fight clean. Like, I want to do a really, like, clean fight. I wonder if I have to watch his cutscene again. There's no point in trying to hit him when he does that. Yeah, you may as well just wait. And it seems like rolling puts out the fire. Yep. The roll is the hardest thing to dodge. If you dodge the strips of pink, the pink pillars, if your hitbox ends up in a pillar at the end of your roll, you take damage. That one doesn't feel fun either. I'm not complaining, I'm just like pointing it out. Okay, I got greedy. I got really greedy. What up, Kimrex? Kimrex, final boss time. It's the final boss, Kimrex. You gotta learn his pattern, his pattern. Fuck. The roll is so hard to dodge. Then it's the bull doors and the laser beam. It feels like if you end up inside a bull's hitbox, you don't take damage, but if you end up inside the pillar's hitbox, you do. Like I'm talking at the end of your roll. Also, rolling puts out the fire. That's like the two things. See, like, if you end up in the pillar's hitbox, you take it. It also seems like at the end of his roll, he actually has limited jump range. Like, if he hits the south side wall, he's not actually able to get all the way to you. No, you can end up inside a bull. I thought you couldn't end up inside the bull. Just sentences that you say when you stream. Thought you couldn't end up inside a bull. He's so low. I cannot believe that hurt me. Was it your first ever reel? Because my first ever reel got something like 12,000 views in less than a day. but it only got like 40 likes, and then my reel after that didn't get anything. I don't really know like much else about them, but my first one got a lot, and I didn't do any more. I just did a time lapse of me doing, I think I did inking and then watercolor. I didn't do the initial sketch, and it was pretty long. And I used the, you know, they have like a TikTok style thing where you could just pick a sound or pick music from a list. Did that. My thumb's actually getting sore. Oh, that's why! Yesterday when I upgraded my PC, I had to push the fucking metal bracket on my cooler down, and it actually hurt my finger. I know that sounds like, you know, oh, you hurt your finger on a cooler. It's bending like a piece of steel for your finger, and it fucking hurts. I think that's why my thumb is like super sensitive today. Like, I think it's bruised. Okay, I'm failing this. I'm gonna die. I don't like intentionally dying in games, but I feel like this is, yeah. I was planning on doing reels all the way through Inktober this year. I was also planning on maybe doing a TikTok during Inktober as well. Alright, let him roll, let him land. Set him on fire. Dodge him. And then he's gonna try and roll again. Oh, no, he's not. He's gonna go back into pillars. Right, then he goes to the middle. Now he's gonna roll. Let him land. Set fire to him. 1, 2. When he's snapping his fingers, he can't hit you. When you see him go for his fingers, like to snap his fingers, just hit him. Like there's no reason not to. It's such a long animation that you can get in the full combo of 2 hits. Oh, come on. Alright. I'm trying to bait the doors up here, but I don't think that works. Yeah. Doors must be random. Roll. Jump. Fire, 2 hits. Snapping fingers, 2 hits. Fucking hate rolling into the pillars. Oh! I also hate whatever that was. That was fast. Is he faster now? Alright, bulls and laser beam. This is what killed me last time. Alright, roll. Wait for him to land, set fire to him, double hit. Got him. No way, you haven't spent 1,000 on... Well, I guess you bought like the airbrush and then the actual kits are expensive. I bought, when I started like model painting stuff, I bought just the paints I needed for the model I was gonna do. And then I looked at the price and I said to Sandy, because I made his Metal Gear Rex, I said, this is how much paint I think I'm gonna need. It's gonna cost this for the paint, and then it's gonna cost this for the model. Do you still want to do it? And he was like, okay. And then it all arrived, I did it all, and I was like, okay, there you go. And I didn't want to like charge him anything for it, I just wanted the fun of like doing it, and also to kind of do his Metal Gear Rex as a test. And I think altogether, the Rex model itself was like close to $90, And the airbrush that I bought and all the stuff was about 70. And then the paint, I think I spent like 50 on paint. I bought Tamiya paints and like Tamiya weathering supplies, which are pretty reasonable price. I like Tamiya's. Anyway. Whew. Lord of Doors, dude. Mine was transforming a sketch of Akuma to White Akuma saying, oh, I saw that reel. Did that reel do like 1,000+ views? How many did you say? You didn't say how many views. How many views did it get? Because I got loads of views, like 1,000, 1,200 in the first day, and then it slowly went up, and then it just stopped. When it stopped, it's dead stopped. It didn't get any more after that. Alright, please forgive me. He's gonna die, dude. We're gonna put his soul in the soul hole. He actually did die. Yeah, my thumb. Genuinely, I'm not making this up. The bracket on the cooler, you have to bend the metal. And the little V shape on the piece of metal was ingrained into my thumb. Like it was gonna start like bursting through the skin. From pushing it so hard. I actually ended up getting a masking tape and making like a 6-layer thick piece of masking tape and putting it on the cooler so that it wouldn't hurt my thumb as much. I think like that's what's happening. I'm wondering like, you know, is the controller hurting me? No. I think I've bruised like the entire tip of my thumb. Okay. Today we mourn the passing of a being who shaped the very fabric of our world. The end of a lineage to the last Lord of Doors. I think he was the 5th Lord of Doors. I think there was 4 others in the crypt. To some they were a mysterious leader. To others a dark cloud looming over the world. I always knew they were the villains, right? Like it was set up that they were the villains. Driven by a desire to be greater than their creator. Nice rhyme. They'll be remembered for their part in the advancement of door technology. True. Their ability to maintain order in a dying world. And their unwavering determination to evade death, no matter the cost. Well, now we get to take out the part of the Reaper's soul. This is the Reaper's soul, which is where the Death's Door was. Their pursuits may have been unwise, but the will to live is deeply ingrained. Who is to say what any of us would have done given the same choices as this lord? Bow your heads in remembrance, pay your last respects. Their time in this world is over. Oh. Oh yeah, there's his soul. Whoa! Graphics! That's the only reaction to that. Whoa, graphics. Is that it? No epilogue? I want an epilogue. Come on, please. What happens to the crow? What happens to the commission? No! Oh, epilogue. So, they have some soup, right? That's cool. And they play some bagpipes. This game was amazing though. For real. It's only about 14 hours long, right? But I guess that's reasonable, right? Like that's a long enough game. There's all the crows at the commission, Vega and yeah. So they must all be free crows now. Yeah, that must be it. They all became like free crows and yeah. See that door on the top left? There was 4 or 5 doors like that in the game and never got to go in them. Have no idea what they were. Anyway, 10 out of 10 game, for real. The music was really good. Not even just the music, but the places the music came into the game. The timing on when the music faded in and when it ramped up during combat and stuff like that. Whoa, look at the line bridge names. A bunch of Polish names? Kopczynska, Piotr Baklowski. Those are all Polish names. Oh wait, did that say thanks to these studios? Are these like studios on the right that helped them during development? So that one must be a... Yeah, there's no way that many studios worked on the game directly, right? Maybe? Maybe. Damn, dude. That guy's name is Jokery, and the other guy's name is 80. If I ever work on a game, I'm just gonna have my name as Deppresso in the credits. If I ever get a special thanks or anything, it's gonna just say Deppresso. It's not gonna say my full name. Screw it. You know how I knew this game was a Unity game? Other than the fact it tells you when you load it up? The fact that to get 144 FPS in this game, it uses 100% of a GTX 1070. It pinned my 1070 at 100% for 144 frames VSync, and it was about 87% to get 60 FPS. It actually felt like the VSync wasn't working. Oh look! There's a key in the commission. That must be the last shiny in the game to collect. Cool! Let's talk to Vega and see what happens. Well done, friend. I never doubted you for a second. It will take some time for the world to heal and the order of nature to be restored. We crows will aid the process in any way we can. While we no longer have access to the soul vault, I can still use excess soul's energy to enhance your combat abilities. Okay, okay. Do we have a door? In this time of change, it is important, more important than ever, for us to seek guidance from the gate of knowledge. Something's wrong with our gate of knowledge. I want to talk to more of these crows first. Where's Paul Blart? There he is. Paul Blart, head of security. We ran away from the Hall of Doors before the boss showed up. It's weird. These crows always know what's coming next. Kinda guess my guard sense is tingling. They say their info comes from the shrine to a higher power. Makes you wonder. I dragged my favorite typewriter with me when we abandoned the Hall of Doors. I couldn't imagine my life without it. It sure is heavy though. Wow. What about him? He's free now. Badger? Badger the Reaper. That's a heck of an impressive feat. Taking out the boss. I hope our lives don't end up worse as a result of all this chaos. Yeah, I don't know what you're meant to do now. Does this go back to the Hall of Doors? Oh. I wonder why some of them are red and some aren't. Maybe the red ones are doors that still have stuff in them for me to find? You found a rusty bell tower key. The Lord of Doors must have dropped it. It's not a shiny thing, is it? Yeah, it is. A strange novelty, a rusty old key made of metal. This kind of technology was used many centuries ago before soul-based key and lock systems became the norm. This must fit into an equally old and rusty metal lock. It is like an old style lock, right? Can't do anything here. I wonder what they would do for New Game Plus. I guess they let you keep playing. And maybe I'm right. The red doors are doors that still have secrets. And the other ones aren't. That would make sense because the Urnwitch's laboratory is completely wiped out. There is nothing there. Yeah, that must be it. The best way to do the secrets would probably be to get a list of them all and just like score off what you have. Because they're all named, right? I'm gonna see if I can go to the bell tower. The bell tower is up here somewhere. and then I'm probably just gonna end the stream, or we can do the Saints Row 2022 Create a Boss. So if you don't know, Saints Row, the new one, is coming out soon. In like 2 months. And it's getting really bad fan reactions so far. People saying that it looks terrible, that they've killed Saints Row, and they don't want to play it, and blah blah blah. And I'm right, that is the bell tower key. So they released the character creator. It's about 6 GB, and you can make your character before you Oh. And you can make your character before you play the game. What the hell did that do? Huh? What happens if he hits me? Okay. I don't know what this big Kirby looking guy is. I feel like this is something that I have to Google. It turned out the lights. Wait! I think I know what I have to do. Where is he? I think I have to bring him to that big door, and then he'll get sucked into the door. I don't know why, but I feel like this is one of the door lords, one of the 6. Hold on, it's made at nighttime because that guy's asleep. Huh. If this doesn't work, then I don't know. But I feel like that's what it's meant to be. See here? How there's like 6 holes? No. Evening Reaper, I don't really sleep anymore. I lie here each night, wondering how it would feel to no longer be living. If we were dead, would we even know? Alright, I guess I gotta look this up if I wanna, like, do it. Where the hell did the pink ghost go? Alright, GG. I'll fuck around with this some other day. Or, I'll just uninstall the game and forget about it. The game is dank as hell, though. I loved how it used 100% of my GPU all the time. Should I change over to games and demos?